in order to avoid that damage, but they, again, just left themselves open for another combo, as here we are again in the corner trap.
Very well done. Just a nice little delay. Try to delay him into a 5S. A 5P, sorry about that. Nice little combo. Still has cooldowns, but short little auto combo into the super skybound art. Go ahead and hit him with that freezer ball.
I was thinking the exact same thing. My goodness, what a round. It was not done. They're still alive. Hold on, I thought that was done. I thought it was
my goodness.
There's a sliver of health for Blood Goddess, and yet they were still able to convert and get the round 2 dub. What a turnaround.
So, context of the closeout of that right there, right? Oh my goodness, they got back in there quick. All right, you know what? I'll leave my breakdown for later. Blood Goddess is going to take that one. Very lucky takeaway at the end right there. All right. So we got TXP finding a way out with the 2K. All right. Nice little conversion, double jab. So what we're getting is I think we're getting cooldown conservation here on the combo routes from Blood Goddess. We're not getting full extensions. Just spend a pip there to just get a little bit more on top of that combo, but that's gonna make this combo hurt even more. You spend it immediately, exactly. Rip that down. Now we're at 1 pip left on the side of Blood Goddess, and that is, oh my goodness, the check on the teleport.
And again, that was great anticipation. You can tell they did their homework on this character. Blood Goddess knows who they are going up against. You can tell they had to fight Beelzebub before in the past. They knew that teleport, that TP, was going to be an issue, and they were able to read that and counterattack near flawlessly.
That's one of those things you have to take away from Beelzebub because he's not safe off the teleport, right? He can't do that for free. That's why it's better to do on knockdowns. So if you see him doing that, you can either grab him or you can even land a strong medium up close and start a combo. Nice jump back, light punch.
And that's one thing that I'm learning about this game as I'm watching it is the spacing. So important. Like you said, Beelzebub, a little bit more range. And whereas Beatrix, they can apply the range, yeah, sure, but it's when they get up close and personal is where the real damage comes out.
Oh, that's a command grab right there, man. She lands that, and you are in trouble. It's hard to tell when she's going to get that one off, too. There's no telling sign that she's going to do that one or her regular grab. That's going to be a nice touch. Going into super. Nice light combo. Yes, rip it.
Couldn't have called it better myself. Get in there with the low combo, then rip it. GG's, go next. Round, set, game. And we are going to continue to move on. Keep in mind, this is a BO5 for the Grand Finals. Blood Goddess already has 1 dub on the board. Momentum, all in their favor. They are currently locked in.
Locked in for sure. Ooh, I think that was a spot dodge attempt, but ended up getting the dash through. That's a free punish here. Nice combo here from TXP. Gonna back up, bait the DP. Oh, but it's the light one. The cooldown's coming back quick for Blood Goddess, so it's back on deck. Ooh, caught the landing frames. Very well done. Once again. Wake up super coming out here from TXP. That is going to be the first round here for TXP in game number 3.
And here we go, right back in it. Again, the hands wait for no one. We went immediately from game number 1 into game number 2, going right back now into the next round. And already, again, it looks like Beatrix could have fell for the corner trap, but they were able to get out. Again, it's that spacing, being able to create an opening. So that way now, the roles are reversed, and now Beelzebub, once again, in that corner trap.
Nice way to find his way out of the corner. All right. Back that. Oh, made it over. Tried to go for the heavy portal up close. That's not happening, Chief. If they see that at all, that's an easy interruption. Honestly, could have got a full combo. What? I have actually never seen that interaction. Ultimate hair whip. He's punished by crouch fierce. Low profiling. Smart play by Blood Goddess, but still getting tortured here in the mid-screen. This is what I'm talking about. He's a very annoying character when he's getting his game plan off, but now locked down, ripping the super. This is not safe. Full combo here. No! But the dive kick will still seal the deal.
I was getting ready to say, that's one thing I noticed about Beelzebub is that they have a punishing overhead. Whether it just be a normal hit or if they, they soup it up a little bit, that overhead has been Beelzebub's opening for the longevity of this series so far. That's how they've been able to avoid the corner trap. That's how they were able to open up a lot of those ultimates, and that's how they were able to open up a lot of those big combos for that big damage. Like you said, they keep them at bay, they zone it out, but as soon as that overhead becomes available, they just pounce on it. TX Pate able to tie things up against the Blood Goddess, now 1-1 in this BO5.
1-1, 1-1. It was looking... Oh, we're getting Lucilius out here. This is one of my other mains. You know what? See, I play popular characters. I see. Nice combo route there. He goes straight into a restand. It's a nice little light flip out. But finding his way out quickly, TX Pate. Back in the nooch.
Okay, now hold on a second. Am I just misinterpreting this, or is Lucilius representing Robonoa Zoro's three-sword style?
That is hilarious. I mean, you know what? You might be right. I ain't gonna lie. You might be right. Nice dive kick. Caught his teleport, right? That was teleport for teleport. Able to catch him out of the skies. Nice spot dodge there. Not gonna let him hit. That move is actually unblockable. The ultimate portal, you cannot block that. You have to spot dodge it. So if you get caught in the air with it, that's where a lot of people like to catch it. I use it as an anti-air. It's a guarantee. This is a lockdown right here. Could have gone for a mix. Went for the jump in into the lockdown, close heavy. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here from Blood Goddess.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm seeing a lot more give and go on the space. So I got to ask, we already talked about Beelzebub being that zoning type of character. Lucilius, are they kind of in the same ballpark? Because it looks like they got a little bit of range themselves.
Lucilius has range, but he is for sure a frame trap rushdown character. That he wants to be close. He does not want to stay at bay. His only fireball really is the sword throws. But if you notice, if you look at the, I don't know how to describe it to everybody. It's hard to say, but if he utilizes those swords, he loses some of his normal. So if you throw that fireball, it's going to go on cooldown, and you're going to lose some of your normal range. So it's tricky to use this character. Spending here, I don't know about that. You're not going to be able to get the kill, but you do have a strike throw situation here. Double jab. Nice patience from TX Pate. Nice wake up from TX Pate.
Not done yet. Looking for the opening there. And once again, you were talking about the control of the midfield here. That's where a lot of the exchanges are being made. And now another big command grab is going to be the end of the round. What a heads-up reaction there. Again, we got to see the command grab a lot coming from Blood Goddess, and they were able to actually combo into the command grab. And that was literally one of, I think, the Achilles heels that we saw, coming from TX Pate there towards the end. They just kept getting locked in on the command grab.
Yeah. One of those, so the way Lucilius goes, so there's one teleport, the light version of that teleport just pops up right in your face. Not safe, but it's still useful for wake-up situations. The medium one, he pops up, does a chest bump, he can hit you and bounce you off the wall if it's a counter hit. The third one, the heavy, is the one that we saw to close out there. That one pops up from the sky, can be anti-aired, but if you have to block it, it's safe. I mean, it's plus. So it's guaranteed his turn after you block that, or it can go into a combo if it lands. And what happened, that was beautiful. Drop down, kept the plus, micro step grab, close the game. That's a bread and butter situation that you're going to end up in when you fight against Lucilius, and you just have to be ready because the grab's coming.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I got to say, that was a fantastic way to start things off for our FGC day. I mean, again, we got to see, personally, probably, that's a tough act to follow is what I'm getting to. Yeah. Like, they have set the bar for the rest of the day. Like, I was not expecting to get all this smoke and all this fire off of just the first game of the day.
For sure. For sure. Check me out, man. You can't tell me these characters are not cool, bro. My boy Bills is so swaggy, dog. Like, that super is so cool. But if you see that part right there, like this operates like most fighting games. That super that was a super skybound, right? But that doesn't kill because starting with a light and then going into the auto chain scales your finish of your combo heavily. I mean, very heavily. So you really want to start with heavies or something like that if you want to get maximum damage. This was a very good start. I think this started with the slide. Yeah, that's where you can get big damage, starting with a special move or something like that.
Yeah, and then the Blood Goddess, again, kudos to Blood Goddess being able to kind of go back in their back pocket and pull out Lucilius because, again, they were playing on Beatrix. They were able to get the game one dub, and then as soon as they kind of feel themselves slip a little bit, Beelzebub able to come and answer back with a win of their own. They were like, okay, they found the answer. They know Beatrix. They're able to counterplay. Now I got to reach into my back pocket, pick out somebody else. So, again, having that extra character in your back pocket can definitely make a huge change. I mean, look at what we saw coming from Lucilius. Again, a little bit of a different play style than Beatrix, and they were able to capitalize on that and then come correct the next game. Again, I love that heads-up awareness of being able to know when someone has you figured out, when someone has you calculated, you have got to come correct the next time around and change things up. You can't just do the same thing over and over.
Agreed. And one of the things that I've always vouched on, and there was a time in my analytics days that I did my own little test to a theory I had. The mathematics on switching after you're down 2 games rather than losing the 1 game, the mathematics was, I can't remember my exact math, but it was less than a 10% chance that you could win if you switched characters on final game. So watching Blood Goddess do that after losing 1 game and saying, all right, now I switch to my other character. The math on that is way higher. You give yourself a way higher chance. So I love to see that from somebody just not riding out that first character and just being like, you know what, maybe I could still do this. Let me do it one more round. And now you put yourself in a bad situation, having to swap and not having time to get acclimated to your second character. So that was a beautiful swap.
Yeah, and then like you mentioned, again, just the heads-up awareness of being able to really counterattack. Again, we've seen that from Blood Goddesses, that they knew what they were doing against Beelzebub. We talked about the teleportations. We talked about the TPs, how you can't get it for free. You're vulnerable. So being able to anticipate that in the combo, in the thick of the fight, and being able to counterplay it, to me, that's just great heads-up reactions. Either they practice it, and again, clearly they did. They're from the same school. So they knew what to expect.
Oh, yeah,
and it all played out on the screen here, on the main stage. So, again, that is just absolutely phenomenal. And just seeing how, to me at least, it looked like they were improving in real time on the stage.
1,000%. I think what's interesting to me is in that set we watch you switch from Beatrix. Now, granted, don't crucify me because I don't know. Anybody that's out there that knows this game to the T. I haven't played Grand Blue in probably about 6 months. So I don't know if there's a patch that changed everything. But Beatrix was top of the top tier. And Lucilius was super low tier. So in my mind, watching that happen, it was funny to watch the Beatrix switch and then watch Lucilius be the one to take it away. So it was like high tier loses, low tier wins.
Yeah, but with that being said, we have an interview set up with a Blood Goddess on the stage, the winner of the Grand Finals. And Bordy McBoard, do us a favor and take it away.
Hey, we are here with the winner of the Grand Blue Grand Finals, none other than Blood Goddess. Blood Goddess, I have a question. It's the first game of the day, obviously very early. How did you feel coming into this game, knowing the fact that you were going to start off the matchup and start off the tournament today?
I was a little nervous because I've never really been to an event with this many people looking at me, and what's it called? Also, it being like my first big game of the day was it was a little stressful.
It was a little bit stressful, but obviously you had played against some of these opponents earlier, round robin style, so this wasn't the first time that you've gone against your opponent. How did you adjust from that first game to this grand final?
It got me used to being around this many people doing the round robin at the beginning.
And how were you able to secure the victory here today in order to make sure that you will hoist this trophy coming up soon?
After I lost that one game, I switched over to Lucilius and just played like I'd never played before.
Okay, well, go ahead and we're going to anoint yourself with the trophy. Give it up for Blood Goddess getting the first victory of today. Without further ado, I'm going to throw it back to our casters.
You see, I gotta admit, I'm gonna keep it completely 100 with you, Zip. I am so jealous of the awesome trophies and awards that we hand out. Like that fight box with the TechSef logo on it and everything. Also, it says Grand Blue on it. Like,
I know.
To have a fight box with your game on it, I'm jealous. I wish I could compete and get something like that. I really do.
Yeah, for sure. That's always been one of my favorite type of rewards for any FGC event, fighting game tournament, is getting a branded fight stick. I mean, you can't be mad at it. Even if you don't play stick, like it's still